Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's take care of all the very, very pressing business. Have you gotten your copy of On to Richmond 2 yet?
Yeah, I got it yesterday
You
afternoon.
lucky dog. Mine will be here tomorrow, according to shipping.
Oh, wow.
So I had a little snafu with the credit card, of course, and
Oh, no.
so I was out of town, and I had to scramble back and then grab the a different credit card and get it online. I don't know if it was out of date or whatever, but they sent me a very nice email saying, "Hey," and I went, "Oh." So I had to update my account information, and yeah, they shipped it right out the door the next morning. And I was kind of hoping it would be here yesterday because they shipped it on Thursday. But I checked it last night when there was nothing on the doorstep, sadly, and it will be here tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So I'm very excited. So we hope all of you out there are excited because just in the span of weeks since we last mentioned it, they went from okay, last call for pre-orders to shipping out the door, and people are. I'm already seeing box opening videos today. So everyone, congratulations, you have made it happen.
There's a lot in the box.
I heard it's a big 3-inch box, so that's cool.
It's a big box. Yeah, lots of room for, I think, for counter trays. I haven't got around to doing anything other than skimming through the three very large, specific campaign books. Petersburg looks very interesting. They came up with 10 scenarios for that. It really surprised me that they were able to scope out that. Um, so that looks interesting. And I was surprised that we got, or me anyway, got mentioned as a playtester for On the Road to Richmond. Just
Hey, awesome.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it was nice for them that all the parts were there, which is always exciting. I haven't had somewhat bad luck here lately with getting all the parts in the box after not MMP, but another company. It's like they're happy enough to ship what I was missing, so no harm, no foul. New version rules 1.5. I don't think there's anything different other than they incorporated the 1865 into the entrenchment procedures, which isn't. I don't see any changes there. They just expanded that. That's the only real change that I've seen so far.
Well, that is tremendously good fortune, and I'm excited to get my grubby little hands on a copy. Of course, it will affect us not at all as far as what we're doing here because we're going to continue on as normal. You're just going to see a lot more other content. So we are no longer, the only dogs on the hunt. Everybody's going to have all kinds of fun videos on to Richmond out there. So we hope you all will stick with us as we continue, and we're almost done with the basic scenarios here. This is our second playthrough, bringing us right back to business. This is Bethesda Church scenario number 7, and we have swap sides. So if you've not watched the first video, go back. That's going to give you all the specific rules for this one. I am going to be playing the Confederates today. Roger will take the Union. Yeah, this is the sort of unnamed Battle of Cold Harbor, but it is focusing on Bethesda Church here at the center of the map. And as we recall, this is a Union goes after the points. Roger will need 30 points. He starts with 28 points. It is a 3-turn affair, as I recall. Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yep.
And I will get the opening initiative on turn number 1. Do we want to talk about anything specific related to last week? Spoilers ahead, so again, stop it here. If you want to talk about things that are going to affect your mindset today, now that you are going to be playing the Union, uh, based on my performance, what do you think about
Well,
this?
well, you rolled ones on combat 3 times, 4 times. That was just unfortunate. But you opened up a possibility that I hadn't thought of. So we'll see if that. And I imagine you realize that I opened up that, and so you'll probably keep that locked down. So I don't really. I think I know what I'm going to try to do. We'll see if I can pull it off. Uh, you're so good at blocking and defending that I'll see how deep a hole I can dig this week.
Well, I did my smudging of the Vassal dice roller before this session. So, yeah, I guess there's not too much to it. But I saw some things that you did with the opening moves, and of course, my mind goes, I have to presume that every next initiative is going to be yours. So that's sage advice for all of the series here. You can't get yourself into such a series of moving parts that it will fall apart if you lose the next initiative. And
Yeah.
I am guilty of that, but you have to make small tactical choices that will not be problematic should your opponent win the next initiative. And I'm just going to try to adhere to that today. I'm not going to try to overextend. I'm just going to play the numbers. I realize that you've just got to get 2 points, but all I got to do is prevent you from getting 2 points, however that may come, and play to my strengths. The fundamentals, the X's and the O's, right?
Yep. Yep.
So, well, that being said, let us get underway now that we've talked about all of the other stuff here. And good luck to you today.
Good luck to
Don't
you.
know how long it's going to go today, but if it goes more than 2 hours, well, then we'll leave them hanging and wanting more.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so Confederate First Initiative. I guess what I should do is probably a very similar opening move. Is I'm going to activate the first corps, so the 3 divisions with Anderson. They are going to march. Here is their movement of +2. That's a fine, fine march. So we'll move field to there. And let's see. Anderson will stay with Pickett. Kershaw will go first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Anderson and Pickett can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Initiative. It's mine again. Okay. Using that same philosophy that I had before, I cannot presume that I'm going to get the next initiative. So Anderson will take both of the units to fatigue level 2 and attempt an assault on Crawford. Here's the assault attempt. It does not come off.
Wow.
Yeah. Today's going to be 6-day, which can be good and bad.
Yeah.
Initiative. It's mine again. Let's take them to fatigue level 3 and get out the fine, fine stationery for the order pad. Try that again. Assault attempt? No.
Wow. 3 6s.
I love this game!
You smudged it too
I
much.
did,
Oh, you want
man!
sixes? I'll give you sixes.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So, yes, initiative. It's mine again. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Boo, I say. I really don't want to leave Anderson without options, so I will have early activate everybody. And here's their movement. That's fine. They're all going to just take a step forward. Initiative. And now it's yours.
Okay. So Warren will activate all 4 of his divisions. Warren's going. Well, let me roll for movement first. 5. Warren's going to move with Griffin. Crawford is going to put up a flanks refused or abattis for Crawford.
The age old question.
I think I'll do flanks refused. I think that's the better option. Griffin and Warren will move into that hex. Lockwood will move into 1420. Cutler will build abattis. Initiative. Mine again. Warren will activate Lockwood, Griffin, and Crawford. They're not, none of them are going to move. They're all just going to entrench. Initiative. Yours.
I think it might be time to pivot. So we're going to activate Hoke. Come on, Hulk. Here's the movement. Oh, okay. That makes sense. 1 and 2 initiative.
There's no road there.
Oh, there's not. Thank you. So put him there. That's right. Thank you.
I remember being aggravated by
I
that
just
last
assumed
week.
there was a whole web of roads there, but there's not. Thank you. It's yours.
Okay. Birdside will activate Crittenden and Wilcox. Here's their movement. They are moving. 5 hexes. He'll go with Crittenden first. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Wilcox will go 1, 2, 3, 4 there. He does have 1 movement point remaining. He'll put up the flanks refused. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Hoke go to 2. Here's his movement plus 1.
How?
Oh boy,
I don't
howdy.
know. I don't know how. It does know it's you rolling the dice, doesn't it?
It does know, man. It does. All right. 1 and 2 initiative. Mine again. Let's take Hoke to 3. Here's his movement plus 1. It's a little better. Here's an extended march. Okay, so he can go 3. 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. Mine. Let's have F. Lee activate both of his units. Movement. Don't need that. I'll go there. Initiative. Yours.
Sheridan will activate Devon, Custer, Davies, and Greg. So they could go. Sheridan is a +2. They could go 13 hexes. Sheridan's going to transfer to J.I. Greg. Corbett is going to stay with Devon. They're going to go 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 to there. Custer's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to there. Sheridan transferred to J.I. Greg. DM Greg goes with him. That's 1, 2, 3. He has 10 remaining, and he's a corps commander. He can attack
He
on the
can.
march.
Yeah, he can.
Let me see if I want to do that.
I think I see 4 up if you do it right there.
I think is what we'll do. We'll attack on the march, or attack on the prepared. Type will be a +1. Tactical's a +1. Ratio's a +1.
Plus 2 on me. Yeah. And it's reduced to a 1, and then I have 1 friendly, so yeah, I believe 0, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 is the final. No artillery, no train. So the final is going to be a +3.
All right.
+3. 7.
Here's defense. Yeah. I'm going to mark another 1 there. That is 3 ones for the day. So I believe, let's see. You got +6 on 2. +6 on 2 is a 1 DR. So you have managed to get your 30 points now. 31 now. So take a loss. 1, flip, demoralize. And 1, 2, 3. And we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to Mechanicsville.
Okay, and we'll move into the hex. Coming up behind is Davies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Mine again. Shared will activate Davies and J.I. Gregg. J.I. Gregg is going to build Abatisse. But Davies is going to put up a flex refuse, so I roll for movement for him. He's just going to place a flex refused. Initiative. Mine again. I'm going to pass.
I will activate field to 2. Here's a movement. And he'll just pull back to there. Initiative. Yours.
Or pass.
I will pass as well. Okay, we'll end day 1 with a recovery. Everybody's unlocked now. Let's move the time marker forward. Let's get rid of these. Not the best first day I've ever had, but you certainly checked off a lot of boxes, and you got a manpower loss. So you're kind of in the catbird seat, it would seem. I literally am over here. I've got a distribution because I'm that superstitious. I'm keeping track of my die rolls today because I just want to know. Right now it is 3 sixes, 3 ones, a 2 and a 5. So nothing in the
Yeah,
nothing
you've
in the
been
middle. The
you've been on both sides of the extreme.
the inverse bell curve. It would
And in the wrong spot too. If you rolled sixes where you had ones and ones
Yep.
where you had sixes, very different first day here.
So turn 2. Big plans are afoot. We got Baldy Smith in the game. You know what that means.
Yes.
I will
Yes.
quake in fear. Would you like to do any leader transfers?
Let's see. Where to put Grant? I think I'm going to leave everybody where they are.
Okay. I think I'm going to bring Lee down to early. Just in case. Because you never know. So that's it for me. Would you like to do the honors of our first initiative roll?
Sure. Yours.
I'll activate Hoke by himself. Here is the movement +1. It's a 3. My first 3 of the game. So that becomes a 4. He goes 1, 2, 3 to there. Would anybody like to do anything with 1 remaining?
14.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stand for now.
Okay. He will stay there. Initiative. It's mine again. Hoke will go to 2. Here's his movement of +1. It's a 5. Here's his extended march.
Wow.
So I'm going to mark a 4 and another 6, because timing is everything. He will flip. And would anybody like to do anything?
Okay, so you've got 5 movement. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll cav retreat with Torbett, Dust, Custer, and Devon. Here's their roll. 5. I think it's modified because they're starting out as a 6.
Yeah, they were a +2, so that will become a 7. So 3.5. I will lose 3 movement.
I rode 1. I rode 2, 3, 4 there. So you'd have 2 remaining?
I do have 2 remaining, yes.
And Sheridan will stand. Sheridan will stand in his hex.
And Hoke will stand. Initiative. Mine. I'll have Lomax and Wickham just dig in. To Abatisse. Initiative. It's mine. I'll pass.
Smith will activate Brooks, Martindale, and Devons. Here's their movement. Go 4 hexes. Smith will move with Brooks. 1, 2, 4. They have to move towards Bassett's quarters, or actually, well, it's 1920 actually. Martindale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Initiative, mine. We'll take those guys to fatigue 2. Here's their movement. 3 this time. And you know what? We'll force march. Smith will stay with Brooks. He'll flip. There's his force march. 4. So he's going to gain 3. And he loses some manpower. So he can go 6 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now he's released. He can go wherever he wants to. Martindale, force march. Here's his force march roll. Ooh, he can go 5, but he's going to lose 2 manpower. He can go 8 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 to there. Devons will force march. Just force march roll. Another 6. He loses 2 manpower. He can also go 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're all released. They can go where they want to now. Initiative. Yours.
We'll have F. Lee activate both his units. Go to fatigue level 2. Come out of their entrenchments. Here's their movement plus 2. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Yours.
Tolbert will activate Custer and Devon. They'll roll for movement. They could go 12 hexes. Tolbert will stay with Custer. Probably silly, but we're going to do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is silly, but we're going to do it just because.
I always love when you preface it with "this is silly" because it always seems to work out very well for you. So please carry on.
He'll make a. He has 4 remaining, so he has enough to do a normal attack on Butler. So this is going to be a ratio of 2 to 1/2. So that's a +3. That's going to be a -1 for the Creek. So it's only a +2 attack, is what I see.
Yep, plus 2. Get the lame duck.
It's a 6.
Oh, Roger,
I'm just,
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna roll the die here and see what happens. Okay. So it's a +5. That is a manpower loss, and he's gone. Pew. Another
me
fix.
is in action. So he's going to move into Mechanicsville. And Devon, put Devon right now.
Man, I miss Jeb Stewart.
Yeah. Guess he'll follow along behind. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative, yours.
Okay. I'll have Effley activate both his units to 3. Here's their movement, +2, 9. He will stay with Lomax. Here's Lomax extend. It's okay. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Wickham's extend. He's okay. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative, mine. Hoke will go to 3. Here's his movement, +1. It's 4. Here's an extended march of +1. He's going to lose. He's got 7 on 14.
2, is that right? Is it
He's got
based
great.
on
It's manpower, yeah. So he's going to lose 2. So 1, 2. And he has 4 remaining. What would Sheridan like to do?
Okay. You have 8. I'll stand. I think it's going to be a +2 final. I'll stand it. I think if I did that right.
So I will make the attack. It's probably silly, as you like to say. But Hoke is got a +1 for prepared. He's got a +2 final flank. And it is a -1 for ratio of now 8 to 9, because, that can't ever work in my favor. So it's +2. Here's a +2
Yeah.
attack. It's 4. Okay.
So what's that result?
It's +1. So it's a +1 on 8. I've got 8.
7?
So I lose another one. So
Just a D for me, I think. If
yeah.
I've done that right.
So hemorrhaging points is every day ending in a Y. Loses 1. Loses that. And he's done. You have the option for a retreat if you wish, but you don't need to.
I think I am going to voluntarily retreat out of there. It's the cowardly thing to do.
No, it's a smart thing to do. It's not yours. You haven't captured it.
Yeah.
They're in a tough spot. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would definitely get out of there myself.
1, 2, 3 to there.
You've lost absolutely nothing. You've caused me blood and treasure. I cannot advance into it. Of course, I did not win. So here's the next initiative. It's yours.
Okay. Wilson will activate Macintosh and Chapman. Their movement. 9 plus 1 is 10. I'll go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'll have field march. Here's the movement, +1. Mark another 1. That's 5 now. It's gonna go 1, 2 to there. Initiative, mine. Field will go to 2. Here's the movement. It's a 4. Well, he's gonna go there. What would you like to do?
We'll cav retreat out of there.
So you got a +2 to your roll.
Oh, there's your bad power loss.
Woo! Woohoo! Scattered Torbert to the winds.
I'll take it off of. Oh, they're identical. take it off Devin, I guess. He can go 4 to 6 hexes. Is that right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to Golden Farms. I should have moved Corbett instead of Wilson. I forgot about him. Anyway.
We'll take that hex. And initiative. It's mine. I'll have field march to 3. Here's movement. It's 5. Here's extended. It's okay. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Yours.
Right, activate Ricketts, Russell, Neal. Here's their movement. 7. Right, we'll stay with Ricketts. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Russell go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Neal will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Initiative, yours.
AP Hill will activate Mahone. Come out of his entrenchments and march +2.
Oh.
There's another one. it's a marvel to see, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah.
It's
You've been on
unbelievable.
both extremes. And I think,
2,
I
3.
don't know.
That is now officially 6 ones. So we will go 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. Mine. I'll have Mahone go to 2. Here's his movement. +2 is 6. Yeah, what the hell? I'll have AP Hill transfer. They'll go 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Right, we'll activate Neal. Here's his movement. 5 hexes. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative, yours.
Have Hampton activate both his brigades. Here's the movement +2. 7. Young will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Mine. Hampton takes roster to 2. Just do a min hit hex move there. Initiative. Mine. WH Lee will take his 2. Here's the movement. It's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Mine.
Got all 8 hits there. Good job. That's what I didn't want to have happen.
Well, let's see what happens here. Here's Mahone going to 2, or 3 rather. We're going to attempt an assault on Neal. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. Alright. So we have +1 for assault, +2 for tactical, plus 3 final flank. And let's see, I've got 3 pieces of artillery, or 3, so that's a die roll in rough. 8 is used. So -1 for Artie and -1 for ratio. Yes, and there's the creek. Yeah, creek. Yep. So +3 is the -1 for the creek. +3 is what I see.
So +1 for type, +2 for tactical, +3 for the flank. That's 6 positive.
Mm-hmm.
And then artillery comes off, ratio comes off, creek comes off, or final level +3. Yes.
Okay. Here's the +3 attack. It's a 7. So +2. It's good enough for a manpower
Yeah.
loss, I guess.
+2 on 12 is, yes, 1 DR.
And I've got 11, so I'm also going to get a DA, so that's unfortunate.
Increase fatigue. Increase fatigue. Flips disorganized and loses manpower. Okay, so now I have to retreat. And looking at my chart, so I'm on 4. You've got me surrounded with Zoc. I can either go more distant to 1116 and I'm going to lose a manpower, or I could go to Phillips Mill. I'll lose a manpower. Actually, I'll lose
You
2.
lose 2 there, yeah.
If I go to Cash Corner, I'll lose 1. So I think it makes the most sense for me to go 1 to there and lose a manpower.
Okay.
So it's 3 Union manpower losses now.
That's right.
But now I can go further away, no manpower loss. I've gone 2
Mm-hmm. That's
uh,
all you're required to.
to go. So yes, I'll stop there for now.
I will not take the hex, and that is all. So, initiative. It's mine again. I'll have AP Hill activate Heath. Go to fatigue level 1. Here's the movement. It's 4. He will transfer down. They will come out of their entrenchments. And go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
Finally, wow. Okay. Hancock will take Bernie to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 6. Loses entrenchments. Hancock will go with him, as will Grant. 1. 5 movement points remaining. What would Hampton like to do with Rosser and Young?
Well, sir, it's bowling for cavalry. I will take the risk, I guess. So they will get a fatigue. They will flip. I've got a +3 to this roll. 1 for the creek, 2 for very large.
Mm-hmm.
So here's +3. Okay. Oh, Roger, Roger, Roger. 7 ones for the day.
Yeah.
Rosser evaporates. And another VP for you. Personal morale is wavering. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, 4. So back to where they started. The Visitors Bureau at Henry Clay's birthplace loves to have visitors.
So they don't lose anything. 2 and 3 to there. They'd have 3 movement points remaining.
And I will stand.
Okay. So that's 16 to 4. Don't like where I'm at on the CRT. It's 16. That's pretty high.
16 is a high one, yep.
Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass 2.
Okay.
We'll go to turn 3. I think it's going to be a very short turn 3. But let's do our recovery. We're coming on to turn 3. Why don't we do our quick capsule analysis for the home audience? I'm not going to share anything that's a big secret. It's not going well for the Confederates. Victory points are decidedly in your favor, so I think you're over the margin you need by 7 points. So you have a pretty good cushion here, and no foolish Union mistakes, no unnecessary risks. I think you got it. So it's all on my plate to try to make something happen, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. Your move up here to the north was really good. I should have seen that one coming. I didn't. I probably could have just stayed put. I think I had a chance to pass very early on in day 2 in a somewhat better situation, though. It's definitely been intriguing, definitely here to the north. I mean, you've got me fighting over terrain that doesn't really help me any, but if I can trade manpower, then that's positive for me. So,
Very much so.
yeah.
I will say that the instigating factor for that was the fact that when you rolled very well for the Sixth Corps, I presumed that you were going to start moving and playing bowling for cavalry up here and try a flank march of some kind, just maybe just to threaten Atlee's station. And when you decided to go down here to support this, that was a surprise to me. You surprised me, Roger. I had not anticipated that, so that is what I used as my quick mental calculus for, well, I could risk Mahone and let's just see where he could get. Now, of course, poor roll, didn't get where I wanted initially, and by the time he got up to here, there was just nothing that allowed me to do a quick, strike. So that's why I had to move AP Hill up there so that I could force something just to see what you would do. And then it was the benefit of getting a string of 3 initiatives that lets me get the cavalry here. Unfortunately, I couldn't get them both where I needed in one,
Yeah.
so that took the extra one. So that was I started to get a little tense there, and then when I did get there, I was like, well, if I plug the hole with WH Lee, now I can force a manpower loss, and it all just
Yeah,
kind of unexpectedly fell into place. Which
that was. Yeah, I figured I would have an opportunity to get block Mahone. I figured you were trying to make a play on Potter and then fall back, but I just never got the net.
now
Um,
if the road network were better, I would have done this to come attack. But
yeah,
as it stood, I had to assault from there.
yeah. I was kind of trying to make it interesting. I was going to try to push through in the Bethesda Church area just to see what if I could do it. But that kind of fell apart. When you did your thing, it was like, oh crap! Now I got to head. All these guys that was massing for the big grand assault are now north of the what's that creek? Topotomy Creek or north of
Totopotomy, yeah,
Topotomy?
yeah.
That was all those guys are supposed to be south. Anyway, it's fine.
What I do
Uh,
love about this, and this is, of course, inside baseball for you viewers out there, the extreme amount of time in this one where Roger and I have 2 to 3 minutes of consideration on our initiatives because it really is a game more so for the Union, but now for me, do no harm. It's like
oh
I can't risk anything. I can't move anything because if you capitalize on it and get even more manpower losses, I mean the fact that you and I have been trading cavalry losses, which that it's so cheap, but it's in this scenario it's painful.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. Well, start off with that 2 point difference. It just makes each manpower loss on the Confederacy just brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky to pick up that one. That's what I was doing, hoping, and I was hoping you would cavalry treat Gordon Chambliss. I figured you wouldn't do. So now it's a question of, do I try to do anything, or do I just let you try to do something?
Well, in the big toolkit, the silk hat that Bullwinkle's reaching into, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat, very limited. I mean, turn 3, there's no wiggle room. I'm down by 7 plus. anything I do at this point, because of the sheer volume of manpower involved to do anything, is going to almost certainly guarantee that unless it's a tremendous outcome and I take a space from you, all that's going to do is kick in the ant pile, and that's just going to send you into overdrive here in turn three, and that's when you're the most dangerous Roger, because we got passive Roger, and then we got the most dangerous Roger. That's when I'm just like, oh my gosh, you'll get a string of initiatives, and then you'll pull something out that I didn't expect, and that's what makes me nervous in these small scenarios. When we're doing this in campaign play, I mean, it is so forgiving, I guess, because you can kind of see things coming. Oh, well, it's raining, so
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's not make any mistakes today. But as everyone mentions, everyone that I talk to about great campaigns, they say these basic scenarios, when you live for today and you don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow doesn't exist, you just make so many risks that you would not otherwise take into account as far as movement and logistics and things like that. This one is no different. It is balanced right from the beginning with that 2 point offset. That all you have to do is prevent something catastrophic from happening, and yet you managed to hold out. I failed time and time and time again to take Bethesda
Oh,
Church on
Bethesda
turn one.
Church. Yeah.
So that gave you much more leeway in this one. I think it gave you a very comfortable position to just watch what I'm doing and let me lose the points rather than you gain the points.
I was hoping to get infantry down into Cold Harbor, but the guys that I've got are just so pathetically
Yeah,
shared.
I know. That's why I put Hoke down there. I was like, Hoke can hold him.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So let's do some leader transfers here. Turn three.
Yeah, that's a good
What are
point.
you gonna do?
I'm gonna move Grant down to right. I need to leave Hancock where he is for now. That's it. I'll just move Grant down to right.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave everybody where I got them too. There just doesn't seem to be any reason because we're kind of at a standoff here. So let me roll our last first initiative for this scenario. It's mine. I'm going to activate Field. He's going to move just one hex to there. Initiative. It's mine. So to hasten the potential end of this game, one way or another, I think Blaze of Glory time is upon us. So you're sitting at 38. Yes, you're sitting at 38 there in Bethesda Church with 8 pieces of artillery. So 38 and 8. And I need at least a 19 to get half of that. I'm going to activate all 3 of Early's Corps for an assault on Bethesda Church. So here is the assault attempt from Early. No.
Oh,
No. There's another 6 for me, baby.
yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Like the 2, 3, 4 doesn't or
It does
two,
not
three, four, and
exist.
5 doesn't exist.
No. All right, here's the next initiative. It's mine. Let's take them to 2. So we have had 3 failed attempts on Bethesda Church. Here's the next assault attempt. It
There you go.
comes off with 2 of them participating. Okay. So which 2 will it be? So I will bring in Ramsewer and Gordon for 14 and 6 pieces. So that's that. I'm going to attempt a grand assault now from Lee. Lee says, yes, everyone go to Bethesda Church. So I will now bring in. Fuel will get me to 22. So everybody's going in. That will get me to 39, which is enough to cover. So field goes up. Pickett and. Come on. Pickett and Kershaw go up. So here's what I see. I have 39 manpower, so I got a +1 assault, +1 tactical. Yes. I have +1 for a Lee bonus. 16 pieces of artillery, which it says +8. Yeah, let's see. +8 on.
Yeah, is that rolling?
It is rolling. So a +1
Yeah,
for
plus
artillery.
one.
All right. Let's assess the flank situation. I've got all 4 hexes covered, but you've got flanks refused and 2 removed. So at the minimum, I get a +1 final
Yeah,
flank. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Do you see?
nice.
Do you see anything down?
No, because there's no creeks. You covered the ratio.
So
So yeah, it's final +5.
here's a final of +5 attack. It's a 9. So +6.
6.
All right, 6 on 19 for you.
It's going to be a
3 DR.
3DR for me.
And I have 39. That's going to be a 1A for me.
Oh, oh,
So you've got 6 points in your favor on that. But I'm
but
going
I
to take
lost.
Bethesda. I'm going to take it from Ramseur. So he's going to lose 1.
I've
And
got to lose 3 manpower from somebody. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. I didn't think you get that high of plus on your attack. That was my bad there. I should have been
I
working
didn't
on
either. I
making.
was expecting things to start melting away.
Do have a retreat path, at least. They have that. So they could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess they'll stop there. My flank's refused. And I assume you'll advance into the hex.
I will. I'm going to have. Let's see. Let's do.
Everybody?
No, 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 no. So Ramseur and Gordon can go in. They will lose their entrenchments. So there, there, and there we go. Rhodes stays behind. Yeah.
And you didn't have any fatigues. Yep,
Nope,
no
just a
fatigues on you.
1A. Yeah. It was
Wow.
close. Very close.
You
We'll
get
double.
some fatigues at least.
So we were at 39 and it was a +6. So it was just 1A.
Down to 24 points.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, now, see? A cornered Roger! Initiative. It's mine. Okay. I'm going to have Anderson activate Hoke to 2. Here's his movement. 2. Here's extended march. Oh, come on.
Wow.
So he's 11. I think he's just going to lose 1. Comes down, but no effect on his combat ability. Anderson transfers 2, and they go to Old Cold Harbor. All right. Initiative. It's yours.
Sheridan will activate Davies and Greg, and McIntosh and Chapman. Here's their movement. 5, 7. Wilson will go. Chapman. 1, 2, 3. McIntosh was following behind. Sure, we'll just do a mid move to their initiative. Yours.
I'll have Gordon and Ramsor dig in. Fatigue level 3. Initiative. Mine. I'll have Lomax March under F. Lee. There's a movement +2. That's 10. They will go 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll have Hoke go to 3 and dig in. Initiative. Yours.
I'll Burnside activate Crittenden. This is movement. There we go. This is entrenchments. 2 hexes. 1 and 2. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
Burnside try to activate Crittenden again. Here's his movement. Oh, 6. The man woke up. 1, 2, 3 to Black Creek Church. He has 3 remaining. What would F. Lee like to do?
I suppose I need to retreat. So they will get a fatigue. Flip. There's no die roll modifier on this. It's a 3, so you just lose 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and 5 and 6.
Move 3, so I lose 1. So I have 2 remaining. 1, 2 to Grapevine Ford, and that's my last movement point. I assume Wickham will stand.
He will stand, yeah.
Okay. Initiative. Mine again. Smith will activate Brooks, Devons, and Martindale. Their movement. Ooh, 7. Smith will travel with Brooks. Roads don't go anywhere. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Devils go 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
Anderson will activate Kershaw. Fatigue level 2. Come out of his entrenchments and march. 6. He will transfer to Kershaw. And they will go 1.
It's actually 1, 2.
Oh, 1, 2, thank you. 3, 4. 5 to there. And we'll put up a flanks refused. Initiative. Yours.
So they'll activate McIntosh and Chapman. We'll attempt an assault on Wickham with Wilson. We'll give it a try. Does not come off. I didn't realize he was just a 3. That's awful. Initiative. Yours.
I will activate Wickham. We are wrestling in the woods. Here's movement plus 1. 8. So we go 1, 2, 3 to there. And put up flanks refused. Initiative. Yours. The initiatives have been a roller coaster ride because
Oh, it has been. Both
every
sides, yeah.
every moment I'm like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't see that. And then you get the next initiative, it's like, oh.
Burnside with Crittenden to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 3. Dang it. Here's his extend march. It's okay. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Kershaw will dig in to 3. Appetit 1. Initiative. It's mine. I'm going to pass for the moment.
He just went from 7 to
10.5.
10.5, so I don't have the ratio again. Damn it. Hancock can activate Bernie, Barlow, and Gibbon. Where's their movement? Man, there's my one. Woohoo!
Would you like? Would you let me start a list for you?
So they can go 2 hexes.
Those beautiful forts, man.
Yeah, yeah. Needed one more pip to do what I wanted to do. Hancock's going to transfer to Gibbon. He's just going to go 1 to there. Okay, and Bernie's going to go 1, 2 to there. You will probably hold it, but you're not going to get there right away. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Field go to 3, and he will dig in. Initiative, yours.
Okay, Wright's going to take Ricketts to fatigue 1. He's going to attempt an assault on field. Comes off. Grant's going to attempt a grand assault. He can bring in as many people as he'd like. He's going to bring Gibbon only. So it's going to be a type of a +1. Now have 26 to 12, so the ratio is going to be a +1. Tactical is even. I have 4 guns to your 6, so that's a -2, so it's going to be a -1 for artillery. Let me do another plus. I have a flank of a +1. I have 5 hexes covered, but 1 hex comes off. And artillery is going to be a -1 for a final of a +2 is what I see. Tactical is even. No terrain. Okay, +2. Ah!
Defense. Oh!
Oh,
Come on.
that's still not great for me, but
I'm going to mark that one down. All right.
3 ones in a row.
Wow. All right. So I have 8.
Yeah.
And it's a 2, so I lose 1.
Yep. And I had a lot.
You had
I had
20.
26.
Yes.
That's 2 DA for me. So you gain a man. You gain
Okay. So 1 for me, 2 for you. Right. Lose the
That's deep.
entrenchments. Lose a manpower. Flip. And
But
must go. So I must go 1 to there. Then I'm free to go 2 to there. 3 and 4 to Mechanicsville.
I'll leave Gibbon. I took the 2 off of Gibbon. Ricketts is going to flip to disorganize. And which I believe I'm going to do. So I'll move Ricketts in. Initiative. Yours.
I feel like I need a spoiler. So I'm going to activate Gordon to fatigue level 4. He will attempt an assault on Rickett. So here's Early's attempt. It comes off. So I think it's just +1 assault, plus 1 tactical, +1 Lee, and I've got no flank. And artillery, you've got 2, I've got 3, so it's a -1. So I see 3 up, 1 down, +2.
Yep.
Okay, here's a +2 attack. Oh, there's my 1. Add that to the list.
Whole string of ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
3.
Let's see if we can keep it going.
No.
Oh, we didn't keep it going.
-2, so that was not an effective spoiling attack. -2 on. You've got 5 there, so it is a fatigue. He's already fatigued. It doesn't matter, and it's a 1D for me, so I just gave one back. So we're tied again. But that's 8 points for you in the positive.
So 4 points down.
So we'll take a manpower from Gordon. He flips. And that is all. Initiative. Yours.
Right, it's going to activate Russell for movement. There's his movement. He could go 3 hexes. Russell will just move 1 hex. Right will stay where he is. Initiative. Yours. I did that.
Eh,
Right's just that right, that damn +1 per rickets. He wasn't that bad.
yeah.
He wasn't good, but I don't think he was that bad.
um, I'll activate Wickham to 2. Here's his movement +1. Come on, guys. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the extended march. He's okay. Initiative. Mine. He will go to 3. Here's the movement. No. Movement. Extended march. Oh, come on. Let's put another 6 on the board. He is going to flip. But he's going to put up a flanks refused.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you were moving. I was going to say, you're trenchy.
Yeah.
You said that conversation.
All right. Initiative.
Oh, it's mine. I'm mentally fatigued. This has been the longest session we've done in a while.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours 40.
Yeah, you'll have a lot of recording work to do. Well, okay. Warren's going to activate Cutler for movement. Here's his movement. Oh, Cutler, you're killing me. Yep. Warren's going to transfer to him.
He's really just a leadership delivery service. That's all he is.
Yep. I'll move him over to Lockwood. Use his entrenchments. Initiative. Yours.
The big pushes are coming. In a position to defend, so I'm just gonna let whatever happens, I think. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna have AP Hill activate the entirety of the 3rd Corps. Here is the movement. 7. He's going to transfer down to Wilcox. Mahone will go first. Extended march for them. They're okay. They're going to go there. AP Hill will go next. They will come out of their entrenchments and go 1 to there. And then Heath will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. It's mine again. I will pass.
Activate Bernie for movement. Ooh. It's going to go to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Mahone dig in to 3. Initiative. I'll pass.
Take Bernie to T3. This movement. I'll go to there. Initiative. Hey, 2. Initiative. Warren will take Cutler and Lockwood. Here's their movement. They're only going to go to there. Initiative. Yours.
So many things I want to do, but the risk and the reward are not equivalent. Alright, I'm going to activate W.H. Lee to activate both his brigades. They're going to move +2. Get a 13. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine. We'll go to 2. We'll go there. Initiative. Mine. Alright. Let's try it. We're going to take Wilcox and the other guy, Heath, to fatigue level 2. We'll attempt an assault on Bernie. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. Heart skipped a beat there for a second. Alright, so we have +1 assault, +2 tactical. We have ratio covered. We have a +2 final flank. And no terrain. I've got 8 pieces of artillery, or 2, so that is +6.
You have a die roll.
I do? Really? Okay. So what do I need? Plus. So I need even. Okay. So here's a roll. It's used.
Ah.
+1 already. I see 6 up, nothing
So,
down.
final +6.
Okay. Here's the attack. That's a 9. It's a +4.
So on 16, it's a 2DR.
Okay. And I'm a 19. I'm a 1 FA. Okay. So you lose that. You're up to 10. I lose 1.
You didn't lose a manpower, right?
I did. Just
Oh, you did. Okay.
1 FA, yep. So I'll take it off of Heath. And each get a fatigue.
Go further away by road for 1. Further away by road for 2. Oh, I need a demoralization marker. Further away by road for 3. Further away by road for 4. And the hex is yours, Polly Holling's corner.
Okay. Take it.
Puts me down by 11.
Initiative. It's yours.
So I'd like to say, I'd like to throw in the towel, but I still see a chance.
I think you still got a chance. You've got a couple of chances. I have discovered with this scenario that it's bleak for most of it, and then it goes back and forth very quickly.
It's silly, it's not bleak anymore. I think I'm going to take Barlow. I can't activate him with Hancock because he's out of range. So by himself, T2. He loses his entrenchments. Here's his movement. He could go 1 hex. He's going to force march. I feel like I got to. Here's his force march roll. 4, so he loses the manpower. But he can go now 4 total hexes. His original 1 plus 3. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Yours. Can I get 2 initiatives in a row?
Well, Mahone is the most beat up, so he's going to get activated to 4. Here is his movement +2. It's 4. And I have to decide whether I'm going to go with him. I am not. So here is extended march +3. He's okay. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Have W.H. Lee activate his cavalry. Here's the movement +2. 8. We'll do them individually. He will stay with Gordon. So Shambliss extend. He's okay. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Gordon's extend. He's okay. It will join. Initiative. Mine. I will pass.
Take Barlow to fatigue 3. Just going to do him into there. Oh, extend march. He's okay. Initiative. Yours.
Yeah, looks like I got to take them both to 4. And they'll dig in. Initiative. Mine. I will pass.
Take Barlow to fatigue 4. Here's his movement. Give me 4, 5, or 6. It's a 3. Then march. And he's going to, let's see, it's a 7.
8. It's Union.
8 on 15. Yeah. Going to be 3 manpower losses. You went to Abattis, which now gives you 6 and 2 guns, which is a -1 attack. Is what I see. 8 to 6, no ratio, no type, no tactical. And oh wait, it might not be a -1. I think you have to roll for your artillery.
Oh yeah, that's right. So here's on even it's used. It's used.
So it is a -1 attack. Or minus artillery. So this would be a -1 attack.
Okay.
And it's a 0.
Here's defense. Ah.
It's -1.
It's -1.
Which means I lose a manpower.
Let's see. You've got 8. Yep, 1d.
I'm now at 11.
Yes.
And that probably shouldn't have even tried that. And you, of course, don't lose anything. Okay, so let's just take a look at the numbers, right?
Sure.
I've got -22 manpower losses to your 27.
So 5 in your favor.
And in terms of location, I still have Hawes Shop and Old Church, which means I'm at 17, which means I need 13 more points to win. That hurt not getting him over there. That was part of my chance. Well, we'll try this. We'll try one more thing.
Sure.
Initiative, mine. We'll take Sheridan. We'll activate Nakatosh Chapman. Here's their movement. Sheridan will transfer to them, and will be Chapman will move first, and Sheridan and Wilson will go with him. Here's his extend march. He's okay. He's just going to move to there. Now we'll do McIntosh extend march. He's going to flip. He'll go there. Initiative, yours.
I'm running out of moving pieces, and I don't really want to relegate anybody to things, so I will pass.
Warren will take Lockwood and Cutler to fatigue. Increase their fatigue. Oh, Cutler will need an extend march. Here's their movement. His 4 Lockwood will go first, and well, it doesn't matter who goes first. We'll take Cutler first, and Grant will move. They're all going to move one hex, but Cutler's extend march. He's okay. Lockwood. These guys go here. Initiative. Didn't get it. Yours.
I'll pass.
Take Lockwood and Cutler to more T. Cutler goes to T3. We're going to attempt an assault on Hoke. Here's the assault attempt. Comes off. Okay, so right now I've got 16 to your.
10.5.
We'll attempt the grand assault with Grant. Comes off. He can bring in. So calculator time. 16. You have how many guns? 7?
7.5, yeah. So technically 8, I guess, in rounding.
Yeah. So the type's going to be a +1. Tactical is going to be even. I have all 6 hexes covered. You have a flank refused, and 1 hex is going to also be covered by Anderson. So the final flank is going to be a +1. And the artillery, I believe, is you're going to get a dice roll to use your artillery.
I do. So here, on even it's used, it's not used.
I think everything else is taken care of. So I think the finals is going to be yeah, I do have it. So I do have a ratio. So finals +3.
+3, yeah. The ratio.
Okay. +3. It's an 8.
Well, no matter what happens, I'm getting out of there. So there you go. Here's the roll. Yeah, it's a +6. So that's going to do some grievous wounds. 6 on 7. 2 DR for me.
I said I was 26. So that's going to be a 1A for me.
Okay. So 1 for you and 2 for me. So you're at 12, I'm at 11. Yeah, so I lose 2, 1, 2.
I'll pick up Old Harbor. Oh my gosh.
What's the score? What?
I got me at 27.
Okay, and they're going to be fatigued out, and they're going to have to go 1 away there. That goes away. 2 and 3, 4 to there. The hex is yours.
I'll move in with Lockwood. Initiative. Yours.
I think I've got a pass.
Okay, I need to find 3
Find those points.
where. Okay, we'll take up under Bernie. I've got Neil. Take him to fatigue 2. There's his movement. You can go 2 hexes, extend march. He's okay. You can just go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Take Breckenridge to 1. Come out of his entrenchments. He's just going to do a min move to there.
Mm-hmm.
Initiative, yours.
I'll take Neil to fatigue 3. This movement. There we go. Extend march. Oh, it's going to be he's at 10 +2. That's an 8, which means he's going to lose. Wow. Is that 3 manpower losses? I think it is. 1, 2, 3. Can move 6 hexes. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. What would Hampton like to do?
Oh, Hampton. So you got 4 +4 on me. You've got a bit
There's a
left,
creek.
right? Yeah. There's a creek.
Yeah.
I'm in the woods.
I've got enough for a prepared
Prepared.
attack.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be. So he will go to 1. He's already disorganized. It's a -2. +1 for the creek, so -1 for this roll. That's a 5, so you'll
Yeah,
lose 2. 1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
He has 2 left. He's just going to stop there. Initiative, I think I got one more thing to try, and then I'll call it a day. Yours.
Um, yeah, Breckenridge will dig in. Initiative, mine, I'll pass.
Smith will activate Martindale and Brooks. Their movement. Ooh, 7.
Everything's coming up baldy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine. Okay. Last call. Warren will take Lockwood. Well, maybe not. Depends on what happens here. G4. He'll attempt an assault on Anderson. It comes off. Potential grand assault. It's a 5. Grant's a 5, so it does not come off. So this will be not good. Not good at all. I don't even know if I want to do the math on this. Type's going to be a +1. Tactical's going to be a -1. No, I'll do the minuses. Ratio is going to be a -1. Artillery, I've got 2 guns to your
6.
6. That's +4. You might not even have to roll for this one.
It's in rough, so.
-4. So it's a -1.
Okay.
Off the top. So I see 1 up, 3 down for a -2 attack.
And you do not have a creek this time, so.
No creek.
So, okay.
Let's see what that.
Ratio, artillery, yeah, -2 attack.
Okay, here we go. -2. It's a 0.
Defense. There.
Oh.
Jeez.
Plus -6.
Uh,
You got a dash. That means you're wiped out. A dash.
I always wondered what that was.
Okay. And a 9 is 2D.
2D. Okay.
So he's going to go disorganized. He's going to lose 2 manpower. 1, 2. Well, I need 7 more points. I'll roll for it. Mine? Okay. Keep Holger happy. Take Davis. And yeah, Greg, T2. We extend Marsh Special. There's their movement. Plenty. Babies. It's okay. Greg. He's okay. Hopefully I got the ones out. They're just going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Mine. Smith will attempt an assault with Brooks. Brooks only. Actually, Martindale only.
You got to bring Wink in.
Here we go. It comes off. Now we'll attempt the grand assault. It's a 3. Okay. We'll bring in Brooks and Greg and Davies. So that brings me, I have 12, 15, 17 manpower, which actually covers the ratio.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1, 2, 5, 9 pieces of artillery, which actually covers the artillery.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a type of a +1, but
But
still, the tactical
yes.
is now a -2.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have just jammed everybody in there, I guess, in the first attempt. Last try. So the final is going to be a -1.
Let's see. So you got assault is +1. Everything else is covered. -2 tactical. So -1. Okay.
Yep. Last rolls of the day. Minus, for at least for me. You also have stuff to do. -1. Hey, it's a 2.
It's a
I'm
2.
gonna lose.
uh, here's the defense. It's a 5. So -3.
Yeah, yeah, -3.
-3 on.
Nothing on you.
What you have? 17.
Yeah, 2 more D's on me.
2 more
So
D's.
that'll do it.
And in Grant style, I mean that's exactly you. I love how you love to recreate history. You like more men, next wave, send them in, go. I want New Cold Harbor, go. So
You're it.
very historically accurate today.
If you want to pass, I'll pass.
Oh yeah, I will pass.
That's actually kind of what I was thinking. I try to do is try to
So on behalf of the History Channel, thank you for joining.
do the historical type
Yeah.
of thing. And it almost worked.
So I guess
Almost.
So officially then 32 to 33. So it's yeah, you got a +1 on that.
Yeah. And then I lost Bethesda Church in Polyhungary.
Right.
And then didn't take and I did take Old Cold Harbor.
You did. So you've got 18 and 1, so 19 points.
Yep. Which
Wow.
is a Confederate substantive victory.
The subby. Okay. Well, middle of the road. Well, first of all, I want to thank Holger for that little pep talk last week in the comment section. And I invite every single one of you to go out there and give us that little, come on, you can do it, slugger, speech, because he wanted us to play it out the end. And kudos to you, Roger, for as soon as turn 3 just went topsy-turvy, I did not expect to retake Bethesda Church, but everything fell into place. And then I had the breathing room to just kind of choose my destiny, and you stuck it out trying one thing after another, and I was waiting for that domino to fall. Once you got Old Cold Harbor, I was like, oh, here comes he's going to take New Cold Harbor. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's certainly with a couple of different die rolls here and there. One of your grand assaults did not work, but had it worked, that would have been
That was
yeah.
that was the one I needed to have to come in, and I was leaving manpower behind in case I needed to make a second attempt, and I was trying to figure out how to try to get around here to try to get some flank and to get a retreat loss, but I just couldn't. I felt like you had enough movement yet that you'd block it, so and it was just this was the one that hurt Barlow.
Oh yeah,
I thought
yeah,
I had,
marching, getting the slows, yeah.
I had to force marching, and then he completely fell apart on the.
And when I moved Mahone to counter, and he was not enough to get all the way in front of him or all the way to that, gave me heart palpitations.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, that's what the cavalry's for. And I was like, let's get him out of here and bring him around. So yeah, that it's funny. I had no designs on Polyhung on her corner. But once it was there and it was the opportunity to slap Bernie for potential manpower losses, that was a lot of work to get that. And it was almost an offset. I think it was 2 to 1 manpower, which still almost works in your favor, really, because it's really only a difference of 1 at that point. So I barely made a point back. But yeah, you're right. This is the one we're looking forward mostly to playing defense on this to kind of get in my position to react to whatever you were going to do. And I was very, very lucky on you not getting strings, or I was able to get the initiative right before your big offensive so I could throw up Nabatees or something. So that turn 3 really went in my favor. And I will be the first to admit that. By the way, this just handed to me. Not that I have any reason to complain. I am not complaining. But in our statistical analysis, the final count of Confederate ones and sixes were 8 1 or 10 ones and 9 sixes. So everything else was like 1, 2, and 3 in between. So that shows you sometimes the extremes are very, very painful, and you just
Yeah,
you
they
gotta you
are.
gotta
I mean,
mentally push through it. Go, okay, the next one's gonna be better, I promise. And it
well,
was. It was.
what messed and what opened the door for Polly Hunley was Hancock getting a one, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Had to leave,
Yeah.
uh, which was to try to get a force here to push Field out of the way with Hancock. I ended up having to do it with Wright,
Yep.
with Ricketts, which is just that one.
I know.
It's just you end up having to leave him covered with Wright as long as you have any sort of strength next to him.
But Ricketts is sitting back at the officer's tent saying, "Well, I repulsed early," which he
Well,
did. He
yeah,
did.
that's it's true.
But my only designs up there was simply just hex control to cut off Hancock from the two subordinates because I was afraid you were
Yeah, yeah,
going to bring them down to either reinforce or start a big flank march. And so once you got the poor die roll, and I still had you cut off. Um, I mean, Roger saw it. You guys all did not see it, but I paused for about 3 minutes, really agonizing over should I make this attack on that first attack. And then I was like, no, because you had 48 manpower there in a Fort 3, and I was like, no, it's just not worth it. I was not going to do anything until you moved and got rid of all your entrenchments, and that's why I even brought the flanking force around for Bernie. There was Bernie's at 16. I can handle 16. I can't handle
yeah,
48. You know, so a lot of
yeah.
number
This
crunching
just
today.
oh yeah, I had both the calculator and you did a nice job setting that. You had set really nice attacks. A nice attack you did on Bernie, a nice attack you had on Neil. It's really hard to do anything with Burnside and what's his name, Smith.
And Baldy, yeah.
With
Um,
just the two
but to
tacticals.
your credit, you use them effectively as far as either using them for flanking or to just bring them in as inclusion in a
Yeah,
grand assault. Which
I had
I think that's the secret on that flank is you're not going to do anything with Burnside as the offensive point.
yeah, I had to use up all Warrens to get around, get Warren down there,
Yeah, but
Grant down there.
I was really the other agony point was do I take Anderson and activate Pickett here, and when you were building that up, bring him to Raleigh and just threaten the flank between Old Cold Harbor and here,
Oh,
just to take some pressure off. And I was like, you know what? That's going to go against you because then here comes Wright and he sets up a flank on me. So much flank chasing in this particular
yeah.
scenario because there's no there. I mean, you start out with an established front, but then it's
As soon,
just wild and woolly.
as soon as you start to move, then it's like, okay, how much? I stopped short several times, and then take an extra hex just to try to keep getting in a bad road network where it'd be like too easy to set up flanks.
Well, you did. I mean, even though Barlow did not match what he should have done, that was great because as soon as you said, "All right, I'm going to activate Barlow," I was like, "Okay, he's trying to get him back into position." And then you rolled the 6, and I went, "Oh my God, he's going to run for the station! Oh no!"
Yeah, that was, and he didn't quite get there. He just needed one more knit or one more pip. Uh, that was agonizing to force march in.
Oh,
It
I
was
know.
like, oh,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like, man, if I didn't, he didn't have a chance.
And yet, every time you do it, I mean, I think you far more than me use the force march tool. Really, it has to be a big neon arrows pointing, "Hey, dummy, now's the time to force march." And yeah, you do it oftentimes. I mean, you rolled a 6 on one, but you got the 4 on the other. So you figure, hey, is the sacrifice worth it? And oftentimes it is, especially when you can get around a big flank. I used it last week. I thought pretty effectively, but the one person that I really needed to, he failed his extended march and is like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
slats,
yeah.
straggling behind. But we closed the books now on Bethesda Church. We have finished scenario 7, so this is where we could certainly talk about it as a whole, and we invite you in the comment section below to now that everyone's getting their copies, once you've played it and you've watched this, how does it compare and contrast with what our experiences were? We'd love to hear about yours. I'd love to hear your thoughts and whatever tactics you think is appropriate for this particular scenario. And we're moving on. I can't believe it. We're moving on just in time to Trevelyan Station, which is the last of the basic scenarios, number 8. And then we will move on to the Overland campaign. So that's perfect timing, I think, is just to get us into that advanced game just as everyone's starting to get their copies. So we look forward to that. I know I am because I've never played the Overland campaign before. What do you think of the scenario as a whole? I mean, now that we've played it both sides, I think it's
Uh,
really tough for the Union, to be sure.
yeah, you feel like when I first saw this, it was relatively easy for the Union because they only need a few points, but uh, everything hinges on Bethesda Church. Obviously, if you can't take that on the Confederate player, and if they do, then suddenly everything swings the other way because it's just. Um, this was a challenge. I know when you record this, I suspect it's going to get cut back by tens of minutes because we both spent a lot of time agonizing over, as you say, do no harm versus I still got to do something. And I was ahead for quite a while and I was kind of getting complacent. But you can't because it can swing. Once you take one of these locations, that's a huge swing. And I think this was great, both playthroughs. I hope people enjoy watching this one because it was definitely fun to play.
Yeah, the
That's what I
tension.
have.
I mean, really, you and I, our Sunday afternoons, just around the family, it's got to be like, ah!
Oh,
Just the stress level is so high, it's palpable. But yeah, officially our time right now, we just crossed the 3.5 hour mark. So if that gives you any indication, I'm going to leave that in, and whatever you're looking down at the YouTube marker right now, it's probably going to be under 2 hours, but it's going to be a close to 2 hours. I think more or less we can cut these down in half. But it's a very thought provoking scenario. It is challenging for the Union. We've now seen 2 Union losses on it for different reasons. Die rollers obviously a factor, but the decision tree, you just mentioned it there. The victory point locations are scattered in such a way that you ignore them at your peril for the most part until someone takes it, and then that becomes the target. That's the center of the reticle, and everybody's going for it, right? So I just think that the lines are not meant to be static. I mean, they're going to start moving. Once one of the flanks starts moving around, everybody else is going to just follow, and it's going to cascade back and forth, back and forth. So I don't think anybody is ever out of it immediately like we saw last week. That was just me. But I think, Roger, you did a fantastic job right up to the very end, just taking shots at it, because even when you offset the manpower losses, you could still get a 10-point swing, right, into your favor. So that would at least get you close enough to it. So I don't think the Union is ever officially out of it. I think it's meant and designed such that it is going to replicate what Grant was doing at Cold Harbor. Just more manpower, bring them in, you know. So it's a very fun scenario. It's definitely some experiences, to be sure.
totally agree.
And with that, we'll take 2 exhausted men back to the rear areas,
Yeah.
and and we will send you off today with another, we hope, exciting episode. Please take a minute to click that like and subscribe as we ask every week. I am losing my elocution as the day progresses. So thank you very much for watching. I'm also showing you our current monetary supporters. Thank you for those that kick in a buck or two. The subscriptions and the comments down there, that is the best way to interact with us. So let us know that you're enjoying this. And we will continue doing them because we get the enjoyment immediately, and I get the enjoyment of seeing that it's resonating with people. And I'm just happy to get together with Roger each and every week to do this. So, Roger, thank you again for a fantastic game.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
We will see you at Trevelyan Station.
Bye bye.